We tend to think of ourselves as solid objects, but if you really break down the human body, we are essentially walking, talking, literal bags of liquid. Depending on your age and size, your body is sitting at anywhere from 55 to 60% water. Every major organ requires a massive fluid reservoir to function. Your brain and your heart are nearly 75% water, while your lungs are even more saturated, clocking in at 83%. Maintaining those levels requires constant upkeep because we are constantly losing moisture. Through basic, involuntary biological functions like breathing, sweating, and digestion, you natively lose 2 to 3 liters of water every single day. To replace that loss, most of us simply reach for a glass. However, nearly 99% of people hydrate in a way that interferes with their biology, unintentionally triggering lethargy, digestive issues, and joint pain. Hydration is more than a simple thirst response. It is a high-precision chemical exchange that happens every time you take a sip. It starts with the mechanics of the intake. Most people mindlessly gulp down a whole glass of water in seconds, but your body can't process that volume all at once. A much better approach is to eat your water, sipping it slowly and swishing it around your mouth before actually swallowing. Your stomach is naturally acidic, while the saliva in your mouth is alkaline. By swish too harsh, your physical alignment matters just as much as your pace. Drinking water while standing or walking, a common side effect of a fast-paced life, creates a specific mechanical disruption. Drinking in an upright, tense position makes it difficult for the kidneys to properly filter incoming fluids. This creates an imbalance. Moisture accumulates where it shouldn't, pooling down into the joints. This excess fluid is what triggers the inflammation and pain of arthritis. Your posture and your speed define the architecture of how that water is absorbed. Then there is the thermal variable. Consuming ice-cold water might feel refreshing after a workout, but it acts as a thermal shock to your internal organs. That cold temperature forces your blood vessels to shrink, which restricts your overall digestion. It also causes the fats from your food to solidify, making them much harder for your body to break down and eliminate. Switching to room temperature or lukewarm water does the opposite. Warm water actually supports the digestive tract and can increase your metabolic rate by up to 24%. Timing is equally critical. Drinking while you eat dilutes your gastric juices and effectively extinguishes your digestive fire. Without those highly concentrated acids, the food does not digest properly. It rots within the system, leading to acidity and very poor nutrient absorption. To get the maximum benefit out of every single glass, you have to protect the stomach's natural thermal and acidic environment. The material of the vessel itself changes the water's properties. Plastic bottles often leach dangerous microplastics directly into your drink, while copper vessels used overnight can actually multiply the health benefits by charging the water with trace minerals. Some even advocate for sun-charged water. By leaving water in a wide-mouthed clay pot in the sun for 5 to 8 hours, the fluid absorbs solar energy and utilizes tulsi leaves to naturally drain out impurities. Even the most common advice, the standard 8 glasses a day, ignores individual biology. Your volume requirements change constantly based on your age, gender, and how much you sweat. Instead of counting glasses, use the urine color test. You are aiming for a pale yellow or nearly white output, usually achieved through 7 to 10 urinations a day. Anything darker is a clear sign that your body is struggling to stay hydrated. When volume is neglected, the consequences are physical. Severe dehydration causes the brain to temporarily shrink, while forced overhydration can cause hyponatremia, where cells swell dangerously because the sodium in your blood has become too diluted. Hydration isn't a fixed daily quota, it's a dynamic feedback loop that requires you to consistently listen to your body's unique signals. When you align these habits with your biology, the rewards are systemic. You support the flushing of toxins, maintain clearer skin, and keep your joints properly lubricated. To make this a permanent part of your health, you can start with a simple morning protocol. Every morning, before you brush your teeth or eat breakfast, sit down and drink a glass of warm water from a copper vessel. This uses your morning saliva, which is at its most effective concentration, to neutralize lingering acids and prime your digestive system for the rest of the day.
Managing these small mechanical details ensures that the water you drink is actually supporting your metabolic processes. If you've been making any of these common mistakes, let us know in the comments and subscribe for more ways to support your biology.